Okay, so I can fill up these cells or these headings with blank spaces. So I create in here another table heading, and I'm going to use this escape character NBSP, stands for non-breaking space. And then I close that th, and I want to do that for 3 of the columns. So I've got one there, another one, and another one. Save that, and I have now that table header. Okay, so we have view, edit and delete, and at the moment they're just linked to placeholders, so nothing's happening. So we want to be able to click this, and this should bring us to another kind of section where we view the page, view the records of this particular entry. So for this, there's 3 different commands or processes. I'm actually going to create a separate folder for this, and I'm going to call this users. Okay, so users, I can put this into my public folder, and inside of users then I can have a view.php. So when I click this, it should bring me to this particular page. So go back to page 3. Now I can change this link to be users/view.php. Okay, so this view.php page is going to look something similar to this, except we're just going to show one record. Okay, so I'm going to go to view.php. I'm going to copy and paste all that code. I don't want a table like this, so I can get rid of all of this code, and I'm going to get rid of it up to here. What I'm going to show then is the username, email, password for that particular record. Okay, so we have our associative array in our row. Now over here I'm just going to paste a bit of code because one of my keys is actually stuck or it's not working. When we click on view, we will now get this information. Okay, we get the username, email and password. If I click on this view, we still get the same information. So it's actually only getting the information of the first row. So when we go back here, we need to give it some kind of information. When we click the view that corresponds to this row or to this username, we get that information. When we click this one, we get this information. So what we can pass with it when we click view is the username associated here. So username admin. So I go back to my page 3, and in this link, so this is going to be similar to our get request. We are going to pass it a value. So the value can be sent across, first of all, with a query string. So we have a question mark like this. Then we say that the username is equal to, we close this bracket, and we say it is equal to the row username. So essentially it's this value here. So if we have a value admin, we need to show the information for the admin. If we have a value CCT for the username, we need to show the value for CCT. So I'm going to just paste that code in. So then on our view page, we need to catch that value. So if you remember from previously, we catch it with a get variable. So I wanted to display the information for username, email, password from the user table, where the username is equal to, and I put in my get variable. Okay, so it's going to be get, and then I will close this again with a double quote and a single quote in there. Okay, so this single quote matches up with this quote over here. So now I save it. If I refresh this, I click then on view, and I'm now showing the admin, but let's double check that to make sure that this one's showing. So now my username is CCT. If I click on this one, I'm passing in, if you can see, my username is Sharon, and I'm gonna collect that on my next page and display the information for that. So as you can see, when I click that, my link is broken. So because I've moved that file, and so this here, and I'm going from view. If I want to go back to page 3, I would need to go up one file, one folder, save this, refresh this. Now if I click on page 3, it should bring me back here. Okay, so view on each one. Okay.